Okay, now we're going to move on to the elbow and forearm, and we will be talking primarily about muscles that pronate and supinate the forearm. Now, you might think that we'll mostly talk about the pronator, teres and quadratus, and the supinator, and that's true, but also a muscle we saw in the shoulder-elbow construction, the biceps brachii, is a really important supinator. The biceps insertion on this radial tuberosity, almost in between the two bones, radius and ulna, causes it to be a strong supinator. The process of pronation pulls that insertion down in between the two bones, so when the muscle contracts and shortens, it will pull that attachment up and cause supination. But we also do have the supinator running from the back, coming around laterally to the lateral radius in a way that the supinator can laterally rotate the radius and cause supination. The supinator runs from the ulna and lateral epicondyle posteriorly around the back, goes to the lateral radius just proximal to where the pronator teres inserts. So it's a supinator. The pronator teres arises from two heads anteriorly, and that's a place where the median nerve will split those two heads and can be a problem in a nerve compression syndrome. The pronator goes from the medial epicondyle, goes diagonally across the forearm, and inserts on the mid-radius laterally, and when it contracts, it causes the radius to spin the opposite way from supination. It spins the radius this way and causes pronation. We also have the pronator quadratus distally. We'll look at that and construct that as well. Then we move to the brachioradialis. Now this is a muscle that we think of primarily as an elbow flexor. It arises proximal to the elbow on the supracondylar ridge, and so it does cross the elbow anteriorly and causes flexion. It goes all the way, almost crossing the wrist, but not quite, so it attaches to the distal radius, not crossing the wrist, and its functions besides elbow flexion, we'll see, will be supination from a pronator position. So we go into pronation, we'll get supination to neutral from the brachioradialis. When we supinate all the way, now the brachioradialis can help pronate, but again, only to neutral. So brachioradialis supinates from pronation and pronates from supination.